We be fussing, we be screaming, but you the one I wanna lay beside this evening. I'm gonna come back even when I'm leaving. You give good love and I receive it. When you feeling down, I'ma sing to you. That ring on your finger got a ring to it. That's that real love, God-fearing love. It may not be how we dreamed it, but it's still love. Can we ever sit down? Talk to me nice, I'ma talk back, baby. You know how we get down. Yeah, the way we gon' work it out.
Party people, MMGA, Make Marriage Great Again. Ashante Lancaster with the curls in her hair popping and the Cartier frames. Myself here, episode 2, season 2, and I'm excited about it, man. We here in the pajamas. I got my polo PJs on, man, with the
Nostradamus shirt.
with the UGG joints.
Are those comfortable?
Real comfortable. So comfortable.
Super soft.
Got my ankles out. You got your I don't really know what those are, but you got them though. You got them though. You got them.
You are dumb, bro.
You got them.
House shoes. These house shoes is comfortable. I need
They
a new
look
pair.
comfortable.
Put
They
them,
look
put them
comfortable.
on my Christmas list. I want a pair of those.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then you got the whole ensemble.
Yeah, I really got
feel
into.
me?
It was so funny, man. When we first got married, I'm trying to think which one of my friends dogged me out for my pajamas.
Really?
Somebody was dogging me out, like, you ain't got no pajama sets, and I was like, pajama sets. But the older I've gotten, it's really weird. The older I've gotten, I love pajama sets.
I got you.
Like, it's just a thing.
They soft.
They are.
I mean, they super soft.
And then Shein got everything, or Shein, or whatever.
Dog, Shein seem like they. Listen, Shein is SHEIN.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Shein or Shine or
However
Shein.
you pronounce it, I know how it's spelled. SHEIN. And so we messed around and got our boys school clothes from up out of there. We spent $500, y'all.
Yep.
And literally got about 18, 20 outfits a piece.
18, 20 outfits a piece, and they got, I think, 13 t-shirts and 7 pair of jeans each.
And I'm talking about for $500. And I'm talking about the stuff is fresh for kids. They 8 and 10 years old. And you can't tell them
They be
nothing.
so fresh. Like, nah, today I think I'm gonna wear it. Like, man,
I mean, you
get outta here, dog.
you can't tell them nothing. And we was able to get all that for $500. That was a blessing.
It was. And then
So
got
this
their
is
shoes.
so I don't even normally do this, because this is our platform. But go to Shein, SHEIN.
Yeah. I
And-
have so many coupons right now. And now, it was funny yesterday, they said, Mom, can we get some sweatsuits?
Easy fix.
Easy fix. I can just go on there. Already got stuff in the cart.
And we know what size they wear, and the sizes are pretty much true to size. So you're not going to be tricked. You get online, get the order and stuff. Sometime the stuff come back all small and junk. You know what I mean? A large really ain't a large.
Zion, I had to order 13, 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
a big guy.
But other than that, y'all, it's dope. So go there and check that out.
Hopefully they send us a coupon for that. Shameless plug.
That'd be great.
That'd be great.
But we're in the September heavy. No, this October, ain't it? Yeah, this October. We're in the October, deep in heavy in October. The weather's changing.
Yeah.
Right. It's starting to
I'm
get
not
crisp.
for it.
You ain't for it?
You love it.
I like it because this is why I like it, y'all. I like to stay fresh. So I like my fall fragrances. Be on the lookout for that too. I like my fall fragrances, man. I'm a parfum type of guy. You got to realize there's a difference between there's levels to this fragrance stuff. I'm a parfum and an extrait type of guy. You feel me? You got eau de cologne, you got eau de toilette, you got eau de parfum, and you got extrait. And you got some other ones too, but I'm a parfum extrait type of guy. I like the different notes. I like to grab my stuff from Dubai. I'm into Roja. If you're not familiar with Roja,
You want to speak in
R-
tongues over some cologne?
That's R-O-J.
This is crazy.
R-O-J-A, Roja. It's the bomb.
I think you should just have your own cologne section.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
That's an idea. If you get an opportunity, Louis Vuitton got a good fragrance. You can go right to the Louis store at Easton here in Columbus, and they got a fountain there. You can go get it refilled. It's the bomb.
You're very passionate
I'm
about
passionate about them fragrances, man. They do something too. Anyways, I got carried away, y'all. But we're in fall, and I like to layer up. I like to throw some gear on. Anybody that know me,
it. That's
one
why
thing.
I hate fall.
Yeah, I love it.
You wake up and it's freezing cold. By noon, you sweating. You got to take off the jacket and the sweater that you came with to reveal the t-shirt. And then by the time you go home at 5 o'clock, you got to put the sweater and the jacket back
That's
on
the
top
beauty.
of the t-shirt.
That's the beauty in it.
Do you know how many clothes you have to have for fall?
Nah, that's the beauty in it. That's the beauty in it. It's all built in. You know what I mean?
I was born May 29th. I was born in San Diego, California.
You lived in California for 2 months.
I'm talking about I was born there, and I was there for 3 years. Thank you very much.
My bad.
Third of all, the heat is in my blood. I just prefer it hot.
I like it hot. I like the seasons too, though. Hey y'all, ain't nothing like a cold, real crispy polo rugby. You feel me? With a nice pair of jeans on and a nice Tim.
I think you should start your own
You feel
podcast
me? With a nice
about clothes and cologne.
with a
Just
nice
start your
with a
own.
nice leather polo, the super soft butter soft lamb leather polo.
What are we talking about today?
Huh?
Huh?
Y'all, here we go. We talking about this is a continuation because I turned this into the fresh
Jules podcast on clothes and
Jules
cologne.
Boom Boom Room.
Oh,
But listen,
my God.
so check this out, y'all. This is a continuation from last episode. I got a little feedback from my little shorty right here. She was mad because she was saying I wasn't giving a lot of
Your
energy.
what?
My little shorty. She was mad because
my
she was saying I
God.
wasn't giving a lot of feedback, and she saying my energy was low and things
It
along
was
those
indeed
lines.
low.
You know what I mean? So we want to make sure that we are, here for the viewing pleasures and the listening pleasures of our audience.
You didn't have any espresso.
You know, I didn't need no espresso.
Yeah, you do.
Is it espresso or espresso?
It's an S, not an X.
Oh, it's espresso. So I've been saying it wrong this whole time? I thought it was
Is that
espresso.
my phone ringing on set?
Yeah, that's your phone ringing on set.
Dang, that's my dad. Hey,
But
Dad.
but so she said my energy was down. So, but we're continuing the last conversation, which is pillow
What was
talk.
the pillow talk? Yeah.
Y'all see the pillows we got right there, with the headboard. You see the little chip up there, man. My son's man had
Oh my God.
a water gun in here, man. Chip my dang on headboard, dog. But anyways, man,
Why is he like this?
I'm
Like,
saying they did, man.
nobody ever even saw that until
Chip-
you said something.
Chip my goddamn on headboard. I was so mad. But
can't see
anyways, y'all can't see it. Okay, cool.
They can't see it.
Okay, cool. But anyways,
Oh, Father God.
we're talking about boundaries in the bedroom, but the session overall is pillow talk. So you got the pillows there. It's nice and soft.
Are you okay?
The pillows
What
over there.
medicine did you take?
And so, but this pillow,
You all right?
this pillow talk thing. No, this
Fading the black before our eyes.
this pillow talk thing is serious, y'all. This is serious business, man. Let me tell you why it's serious.
I'm lightheaded. Oh,
Let me tell you why it's serious. Get unlightheaded. You want me to tell you why it's serious? Because
Why?
it affected our marriage.
our pillow talk did?
It did.
How?
And I'm going to tell you guys why. Because today we're talking about boundaries in particular.
Oh my God! It did affect
And
it, not for
and
the
so
better.
check this out, y'all.
Made me wanna fight you.
Check this out, y'all. I'm glad you used better judgment. But anyways, check this out. So what happens is if you don't have healthy boundaries for the bedroom as it pertains to pillow talk, then it could produce toxicity in your relationship.
I'm not even talking. I think the boundaries for the bedroom. It has nothing to do with pillow talk.
No, it has everything to do with pillow talk. I'm not gonna let you hijack the set and start just going in the direction that you want to go in. We're not doing that right now. I said that there are some boundaries that need to take place in the bedroom as it pertains to pillow talk, and it will produce toxicity in your relationship if those boundaries ain't set. Now, if you want to speak within the framework of what I just laid out, then that's fine. If not, then I'll go on ahead and carry the whole episode. How would you like to do this? Y'all, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Messed her all the way up. She's still dumbfounded. She don't even know what to say. I'm just playing.
You ever have something fall off your shelf, and in that moment you think about every repercussion that could put.
But so seriously, babe, and this is what I'm saying, y'all. So we're entrepreneurs. If you don't know, we are entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs. We have several businesses, pastors of a church. We've got 3 children, right? Our children are involved in sports. And
3 sports.
Yes, 3 sports: track, football, basketball. And it's a lot that goes into each one of those things that I named. It's not just they're their own separate entity and it's just real cut and dry. There's a lot of nuances that go into running businesses, a lot of stuff that you got to navigate.
We're recording the podcast.
Yeah.
All of these things.
Yes, recording a podcast, a lot of stuff that goes into pastoring, a lot of nuances.
The people.
Yeah, raising children, all this stuff. And so when we first got started, we didn't understand what needed or what had access or what was allowed to enter into the bedroom space and what wasn't. And so because of that, we found ourselves really talking about everything in the bedroom space, laying down on the pillow, talking about things that really didn't have the right or the authority.
Didn't have the right
to be in that space.
Man, for
right?
years.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah.
We would, man, this is crazy. For years, we would end our night in the bed, basically
throwing up on each
other the whole day.
Yeah.
And it was just making our bed just toxic.
It was.
And I think a lot of it, and I'll let you continue, but I think looking back at it now, just not having these boundaries in place of having set times for kids to go to bed so that you can have your alone time with your spouse and then you guys can go to bed. Like it just, everything just bled into the bedroom.
Yeah. And I think what happens is if you end your night throwing up on each other, right? Then what happens is you wake up the next morning and you still got throw up on you.
Yeah, that's nasty.
You still got throw up on you. And I think the reality is tomorrow is as long as nobody dies, tomorrow is going to come. And so a lot of issues that we would spend 45 minutes talking about in the bedroom, they weren't going to change in those 45 minutes. And so those 45 minutes could have been utilized, for us really cultivating our relationship, cultivating our marriage, because those things we talked about, 45 minutes that we gave them, they weren't going to change.
And so, like, proper boundaries, man, like everything, and it took a while.
It did.
For us to learn. I remember I was telling Julius one day, I'm like, hey, you're not Pastor Julius in this moment.
Yeah.
Like, everything has to have almost like a box.
Yeah. And
because there was times where it would start off as a conversation, right? That we had no business having. Church had no business in the bedroom.
None.
Church ain't got no business in the bedroom.
And take that to the bank, y'all.
It has
Church
no business in the bedroom.
Has no business in the bedroom.
Our kids have no business in our bedroom.
No, that's a little.
We were talking about they was consuming us.
Well, that's a little different because we could be talking about school clothes.
You see, but this is the thing. Here's the thing. What was happening was all of these conversations were happening in the bedroom, and then he would want bedroom time, and my brain could not shift.
Well, so here's the deal.
Quick. So because there's no boundary, now the bed can't be used for what the bed's supposed to be used for.
But here's the deal. So when it comes to outside entities, I'm going to say this. When it comes to outside entities, church, business, work, other people's situations and all of that, those things, excuse me, have no business in the bedroom. When it comes to your children, you're going to have conversations about your children in the bedroom.
If you, for me,
Let-
if you can help it, you like when they're in the bed and it's wind down time, and it could be Mr. Nasty Man time. I don't want to talk about whether or not King of Zion need cleats.
Well, so you got to prioritize the time.
But that's what I'm saying. So,
So
you prioritize
now-
the time.
So
it
watch
should
this.
Make it in the room.
9. Well, no, because we might be in the room 7:30. When I'm saying business, outside entities, other people, those things have no business in the bedroom.
You're saying no access at all.
Period.
Okay.
Children, they're going to be a part of bedroom talk because that's the inner workings of our familial situation. Now, prioritizing time when it comes to children, you're absolutely right. I don't want to talk about that at 9:30 at night because at 9:30 at night, the engine is getting revved up. All right? The engine is getting revved up and there's some stuff that needs to be set in place. And so I don't want to talk about Zion wearing a size 7 now in Nikes
Yeah.
at 9:30 at night.
And,
I don't.
And people, get your kids out of your bedroom
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah.
Your kids need to be sleeping in their bed.
That's a whole nother conversation.
My God.
But outside of that though, we might just want to watch a movie,
And
which
right.
I'm not good at because I will fall asleep.
you're not.
But it's on, and there's time being spent. I might
Yeah.
fall asleep, but I don't want to spend that time
definitely
talking about
falling asleep.
Zion in a size 19 now. Like I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about none of that stuff. And so what it does is it causes you to really prioritize your day.
It does. And as entrepreneurs, that's hard because we have
Yeah.
new businesses that we're trying to launch. And sometimes the only downtime you have is the bed.
And so you got to really be strategic throughout the course of the day on how you're going to have these conversations so that you can protect your pillow. Your pillow.
Protect your pillow. I like that.
Yeah, the pillow has to be protected because if it's not, then your relationship will be infected.
I mean, yeah, if you think about it, if all y'all do in the bed is complain, talk about other people,
And have sex. Think about how
all
toxic
of
that
that
is.
stuff is in the bed. You're trying to have sex on top
Yeah.
of all of the things that are now in the bed.
Think about how toxic that is.
That's crazy.
Complain, talk about other things all day and all that, and sex. If that's what your bedroom consists of. Complaints and sex. Worry and sex.
Man.
Doubt and sex. Those things are unhealthy for a marriage because you go from one extreme to the next.
And as far as women, well, maybe not all women, but I know for a lot of women, it's sex is already not just a physical thing; it's a mental and emotional stimulation as well.
Yep.
So now, like, I got to do this. Like I said earlier, this hard downshift now to take my brain from school clothes, basketball practice. Am I the sports mom this week? Am I bringing snacks to Mr.
Yeah.
Nasty time?
And if not, what happens is it becomes just another act. Sex becomes just another act because truth be told, your mind is in another place, but you feel like sex is something that you're supposed to be doing.
So you're physically doing it, but
Yeah.
you're not there.
Sex has to be more than something that you're just supposed to be doing.
Not just a check mark.
No, it should not just be just a check mark. It should
Let
not
me
just
ask you this
be.
question: is there some times in your married life where it's like it needs to happen because we've both been busy and it needs to happen?
Those things, yes. But I'm talking about, like in the bedroom, pillow talk. If you have all of these other things swirling around in that space, that's supposed to be like your sanctuary.
Yeah.
There's a level of sanctity that the bedroom is supposed to have.
Yeah.
And if you're bringing other things in, then that makes it hard to be able to come together as one, not just sexually, just period.
Just come
It's
together,
it's
yeah.
like church. Think about church, y'all. My old pastor, Pastor Wayman Malone Jr., used to be like, just leave your problems at the door.
Yeah.
Because if you carry that stuff into a corporate worship setting, it makes it difficult to really be able to engage God the way that you could,
Yeah.
because you're so busy worrying about everything else that's going on in your life. And it's not to neglect what you have going on. It's not to
No.
to portray that those things don't matter. It's just to in this next hour, is it going to change?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is it going to change in the next hour?
It's
You,
not.
you know what I'm saying? So just really like focus and give God that time. And you got to really fight for that time in relationships and your marriages for that bedroom time, that pillow talk, that's supposed to be sacred.
It is. I mean, and we went through it for so long, and then it was weird because I tried to create boundaries, remember, and you were like, no, I want to talk about it, and then me too, and then you were trying to create boundaries, and I was like, no, and you were like, no, this is the boundary. Like we are not bringing those things because it ended up in arguments a lot of the time.
It did.
A lot of the times we would end up freaking arguing over
about somebody else's situation,
Yep.
about a business situation, about this, about that. Pillow talk, man, should be designated for dream building together. It should be
Yeah.
designated for
Talking about vacations.
talking about progression and what's
to
the
Maui,
trajectory of your life.
Saint-Tropez.
Yeah, what's the next what's the next vision that you guys got together? What are y'all trying to accomplish together? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how y'all gonna grow old? What do you got
Yeah.
set up in place? You know what I mean? In case something happened, like
Yeah.
all of those types of things. That's really what's reserved for the pillow. You know, not other people's stuff. You know, like other people aren't authorized to be in your bedroom. Because here's the deal. If they say, like, if you know, say for instance, people will carry you in rooms that you're not in. And so in the same regard, if people have the ability to take you in rooms that you're not in, we have the ability to bring people in rooms here that they're not
They don't
in.
have no business here.
They have no business in my bedroom. Johnny and his issues with church and all that don't have no business in my bedroom.
Or Ronita at work getting on your nerves.
No business.
Don't bring Ronita into the bedroom.
In the bedroom. No. Keep that space sacred.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
What happens is that because whether you think you're emotional or not, there is an emotional tie to whatever situation, person, place, or thing that you are discussing. And so if Ronita is pissing you off because she's the one that keeps stealing your lunch, or she's the one that went to your boss and snitched, the minute you bring Ronita up in this bed, Ronita is invoking an emotion that's probably not positive. And so now your husband or your wife go to try to, caress you, and you're mad. You're not mad at them.
Right.
But you brought Ronita into the equation, and now your brain, it only knows, because I'm going to school, your brain knows pain and pleasure. And so you're telling your brain, when you go to touch me, my brain is like, that's not pleasure. Because my brain is thinking about what happened at work. And so my brain then I got to tell myself, no, this is pleasure. But man, it's very hard work to get out of these emotions that we're in because we brought stuff in here that we didn't have no business bringing in.
So let me ask you this then. How do you, for our listeners, how would you...
Our
viewers, listeners, what would you give them to help them start, implementing this discipline, this practice into their relationship, into their marriage? What would you say? How would you do that?
I would say it starts off, like you said before, it's discipline from the time you wake up. And I think that you have to have these little cups throughout the day that need to be filled. So our lives are super chaotic. You're in school, I'm in school, we got kids, we got church, we got businesses, but we make it a priority. We talk to each other for a good portion of the day. So a lot of that stuff gets out, the busyness, if you will, of what we have to do. We calendar sync together. We make sure that each other's stuff is on the calendar. We sit down and do our calendar together. What you got, what I got. So that a lot of this stuff begins to have its own boundaries, own box. And making the kids go to bed on time.
So basically you're saying to make sure that the schedule is tight.
Structured. It has to be it has to be structured. It has to be and it has to be upheld. So if I'm slipping on it, you get on me, like they need to be in the bed. And if I'm like, they need to be in the bed. Why? Because I am guarding this space. And they try to come in here, no, I don't. Or you try to come in here talking about, no, I don't want it. So now we've gotten to the point where we'll like laugh on something on social media together, or we'll watch, like yesterday we watched Friday, you know what I'm saying? We both fell asleep, but we watched Friday and laughed. You have to be intentional on making sure that everything has its boundary, time, and space so that this bedroom can. Because if you're not taking care, if y'all are not talking or discussing things at appropriate times during the day, all you got is the bedroom time to talk about it. And if that's the case, if at night when the kids are asleep is your only time, do not come upstairs with it. Sit at the dining room or the kitchen table and hash some stuff out, and then come upstairs and go to bed.
So I get it. So y'all got to make sure, man, that you protect your pillow.
Protect the pillow. PTP.
PTP, protect the pillow, or PYP,
I like that was the
or
name
PYP.
of my other business.
Protect your pillow.
PYP.
PYP.
Protect your pillow.
Protect your pillow. That's important, y'all. It'll help you in your relationships and your marriage. It'll help you really like prioritize what needs to be prioritized. And it'll help you really like compartmentalize what needs to be compartmentalized.
I want y'all to picture y'all's bedroom door and picture all of the people and all the things standing on the outside of it, banging on to get in. And you just letting them know, no.
The bedroom is for sex, sleep, and for the betterment of you and your significant other.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what it's for. It's not for the betterment of nobody else's problems, nobody else's situations.
So it should be the sanctuary for sex and sleep.
The sanctuary for sex and sleep. Yeah.
It's a triple S.
Yeah.
The bedroom is a triple S.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. You should go to your bedroom and be like, oh.
There should be a reprieve that you get from your bedroom.
Oh, man.
It's like a getaway. It's like a refuge.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. I love my bedroom.
Yeah. Reprieve, refuge, restoration, all that stuff.
You're about to preach.
I ain't gonna preach.
There you go.
But y'all, that's episode number 2, Pillow Talk. Make sure you be on the lookout. I need you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make Marriage Great Again podcast. Yeah, Make Marriage Great Again podcast.
Yes.
Go to Facebook, Make Marriage Great Again podcast.
Follow us on Instagram.
MMGA podcast on Instagram. And interact with us, engage with us, send us questions or whatever. We got some amazing things in store, and we're building, and I can't wait to continue to deliver more deliverables, more content. Yeah. Peace.